Back day, Iron Heaven, Omaha, Nebraska. Just back today, no biceps. Goal of the workout is really just to stimulate more upper back, thick width, middle back thickness, really just work the entire back from top to bottom. So you'll see a couple of different attachments used. You'll see some standbys again, reinforcing the same thing that I try to reinforce to people, that you keep movements in that provide the most value to you and just try to progress on those movements. Definitely not doing any type of super heavy progressive overload, although I am trying to go heavy today. Last week was a kind of a medium rep workout, but this week is back heavy. And then next week is going to be definitely special, and I'll put it on film. It's going to be a high rep, high volume type of workout. Today is more moderate volume, so we're going to get in here and work really hard. So throughout the video, definitely, like I usually do, put in tips to help you guys as much as possible. This has kind of turned into a running workout vlog thing that I got going on. So if you have subscribed, I really do appreciate it. Not sure where I'm going with all this training. Like I said in a previous video, that training is just really mentally therapeutic for me right now. So I try to get in, try to get out, get home to my family, and you know, just work really, really hard while I'm here. You know, I give a lot to my job, I give a lot to my family, and this hour that I have is just for me. And I try to maximize it as much as possible, but also at the same time work hard for you guys to help you out, because I've been on the other side of the tracks. I know how it is with you know, seeing so many sources of information. Now, there are a lot of good sources of information. I'm not even saying mine is that great, but also at the same time, just give you an alternative view of what one normal guy thinks of training and how he applies it, right? So we're gonna get to work, and hopefully I drop some nuggets of wisdom. All right, let's go. Okay, starting off with some upper back work. Contrary to popular belief, lat pull downs really don't work the lat, so to speak. It's basically an upper back warm up, but it's really, really good to just get everything in tune before you hit it up. So a couple of warm-up sets, and then we go right into the nitty-gritty of 2 work sets. Believe they end up around about 210, 225. One day I'll actually pull down the entire stack. I'm pretty sure I can now, but it's something that I definitely have to watch, and I'd be paying for with a very, very long Epsom salt bath. But so far, I want you to notice the attachment that I'm using. It's a neutral grip attachment, something that I like using. I tend to really like neutral grip stuff these days, especially for any rowing movements. So I try to stick with that. Sometimes I'm not able to, but most times I'm able to, due to the gyms that I work at have different attachments, different bars, things of that nature that I'm able to deal with and work with, because a brother be hurting some days. So we're going to move on to the next exercise. These are called Jansen rows. So the Jansen row is basically you try to go up on a bench as far as you can, basically have the upper part of the bench into your chest, and it's just a chest supported row, but it's a lot of upper back emphasis. So try to keep my elbows out and really contract the upper back. And I have to say, Matt is really on to something here, something that I haven't really done before. When you put yourself in a mechanically disadvantaged position, you're not as strong as you think you are, as evidenced by this 3-rep set of 100 pounds. So I had to drop it back down to 80 and really just push the reps. But I have to tell you to make your movements a bit harder, right? Like he advises all the time. And the next exercise is a little bit similar, but something you all have seen out of me before. Some heavy T-bar rows. T-bar rows, I really just kept it at one work set and one back off set. So this was the back off set right here. Really just trying to squeeze whatever is left out of the lats. Again, upper back lat pull downs, upper back was the Jansen rows. Now this is just the lats, and then with the next exercise it'll be lower lats, and then just to stretch out the entire back. So seated rows with individual handles. I like it because I can pull my elbows back a little bit more. A lot of people say you shouldn't have to pull your elbows way back, but I get a better contraction if I do. And it also just depends on my mood. Sometimes I will not pull all the way back. Sometimes I will. Just really depends on where I'm feeling it at. This was a superset. Did about 3 rounds of seated rows and then stiff arm pull downs. As you can see, this is probably one of my favorite exercises to do. I need to get back to pullovers, and eventually I will, but for right now, these are going to do well. Just really want to end off the workout with a strong pump, and I felt 3 rounds of these would do it. And you know, sometimes you just got to put a little bit out in the muscle. So find different ways to affect some muscle growth is what I'm doing. Um, Taking into account age, recovery, stress, all that. So my workouts aren't really high in volume as I like, but it's something that I'm working on, and we'll go from there. Next week will be high volume. So I'll make sure that I'm appropriately rested, which by appropriately rested means I'll go to bed on fucking time. So that's all I got, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate you. Go and subscribe to my Instagram page, this YouTube, and all my other social media outlets. And go to my website, tenacitystrength.com. Until next time, keep it 100. Love y'all.